feeling under the weather myself. Being around that time of year where it's getting cold and a lot of people are starting to get sick, I figured what better thing to talk about than a few natural ways to boost your immunity, aside from having plenty of fluids and electrolytes and rest and good nutrition. First on our list is garlic. Garlic actually increases the amount of T lymphocytes, T cells, and it increases the efficiency of white blood cells in our body that help to combat infections. So now this isn't to say reduce the symptoms and the severity of symptoms and the duration of the symptoms if you get sick. It's more of a preventative thing, right? So that with garlic, get your garlic. It's one of the core supplements in terms of boosting immunity. Vitamin C. Vitamin C can reduce the duration and severity of symptoms, okay? But here's the thing, you have to take it consistently leading up to when you got sick. You can't just start taking it when you get sick. Then it probably won't have too profound of an effect for doing so. And when we talk about these, a lot of them are general immunity, but typically this goes especially for respiratory illnesses. And when we talk about vitamin D, a vitamin D deficiency or low levels of vitamin D are associated with an increased risk of developing respiratory illness. So vitamin D is our third one. So garlic, vitamin C, and vitamin D, those are really the big three. Then we have two other big ones, Pelargonium pseudoides and zinc. So let's talk Pelargonium pseudoides, also known as kaluabu, a fun name, can reduce the duration and severity of the symptoms. This, if you take it at the onset of illness or slightly before. So that's one that you can start to take kind of as you got sick, and it should do something, especially for something like acute bronchitis. Some of the dry horse cough, it's very good for. Kaluabu, Pelargonium pseudoides. And last but certainly not least, zinc. Zinc also can reduce the duration and the severity of symptoms, but it has to be taken within 1 day of the onset of illness, typically, to do that. So when you take zinc, typically it'll come in lozenges, right? And if it's for respiratory issues, which it helps with maybe the most, you're going to suck on the lozenge. You're not going to just swallow it because you want it to coat the throat. You want it to affect the lining of the throat, right? That's very important. So there are some reports of people getting sick, hell yeah. When will this nerd out time? I'm too sick to scream. But I'm okay, people. We're going to rest up and we're going to be fine. We never miss wellness. But you're going to suck on the lozenges for zinc. So, people report getting sick sometimes. You get upset your stomach. Just eat something. Eat something before you take it. And that should suffice to help you not get an upset stomach. Let's see who we got on here. And I really got to go to bed. But I took my vitamin D, my vitamin C. I had some garlic, just in case, why not? Garlic is good anyway. And of course, my zinc. I do not have any Pelargonium pseudoides or kaluabu. That would be nice. Let's see who is on here. Adherence to the blueprint. How are you, my friend? Vang. Soccer, 16, 167, 41, Danny Kev. Wellness workout, nerd out time. Joseph Sitorentia, the black guy, the black gypsy, Danny Kev. Kenzie Jonathan, what's up? Not Des, just Brian, how you doing? W. Sumters, Maria. Bare Feet. Jess N, what's happening? David MPA. Soy Jesus Garcia. Pablo, word up. Word up, Pablo. How you doing? David Azari. You guys have a really great night. And, take prophylactic, preventative measures to boosting your immunity. And don't forget to frequently do exercise and to have your probiotics. And get plenty of sleep. Again, plenty of fluids. Let's have half our body weight in ounces in water a day. Plenty of good nutrition from natural whole foods. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy.